Hi Scorpio, welcome to Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 29th of September until the 5th of October. If you'd like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. And now let's see what the universe has in store for you guys this week. Are we taking bets on the tower this week? Are we? I'm just gonna say it because maybe if I say it out loud, I'm gonna jinx it and it's not gonna happen. That's how I usually think about things, where I'm very quiet about the things that I want to achieve. I just keep the internal manifestation going on. I don't spill too much, but however, maybe we can manipulate fate a little bit by requesting the tower this time. Okay, so good start. We have the Knight of Cups here in your present moment energy, and you are being crossed by the Ten of Swords. Maybe I should have mentioned the Ten of Swords too. It's been a while, but this is completion. Like it's a little bit of a rock bottom energy here. So hopefully it's the end of the towers. And this is just the last straw where you're truly finding out that this is not sustainable for you and you cannot stay in this situation, whatever it is that has been happening all summer with the towers, with the Devil card, and now you're just reaching that point of just, nah, dude, like I can't, this is not good for me, it's not good for the surrounding people around me, it's just, nah, I'm just gonna leave this pattern behind and just walk away from that, and it's gonna serve me the best. Yeah, see? So this is the the Six of Swords. This is actually leaving something behind, and this is what's on the top of your mind there. So let me know in the comments if it resonates with you, and if you are actually at this point right now where, yeah, you're just leaving behind these like hectic, turbulent times, and you're stepping into something that's way more calm, way more aligned with your soul and what your spirit wants for you. Because, spirit always knows what's best. So sometimes you gotta try and listen to that rather than ego and whatever trauma patterns are pulling you towards a direction that is not beneficial to your energy and to yourself and to everyone around you. And then we have the Death card. So see, transformation, drastic transformation, not like the Tower, but however, very life-changing. And this is what's in your subconscious mind right now. So we have Death there, and then in your recent past. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that. All right, and then we have the Three of Wands there in your near future. And then, let's see, your suggested approach is the Four of Pentacles. And what you need to know, or your surrounding energies, is the Star. Beautiful. So it tells me that you have support, that people are being supportive in your healing, those that are around you. Okay, so another one, walking away here. This is the Eight of Cups. So see, this is a good spread, guys. Shows me lots of progress, actually, already. And then, in your potential future, you have Justice. Interesting. All right. And then the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, as always, I'm very, very curious about this one. So let's just jump right into it. So Scorpio, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups for you. Wow, this is already interesting. This is a very different one from what we've been used to throughout summer. Very romantic energy in your present moment here. Very romantic. And I want to say this is a card about reaching out to someone. So, especially with this crossing here, I'm not seeing it as only you being like in this romantic, like heart space where you're hopeful and you're willing to, stabilize yourself and go on Tinder. I don't see it so much as that. I see it more like this is a connection that you've had with someone that has ended here. And it caused you quite a bit of pain here when it ended. Could have been an on and off thing. Could have been like a friends with benefits. Could have been like a situationship. And there's still a part of you here that wants to reach out to that person. Could also be that this is the person actually wanting to reach out to you, even though this is like completely offline at this point. Completely gone here. So, because Ten of Swords is all about endings, right? And normally very painful endings. So, and it's still echoing here. It's still hurting you in this position. So, the challenge here is to accept really that this chapter has truly closed, instead of just being stuck in that and replaying that and like occasionally wanting to pick up your phone connect with this person. Perhaps you're not even expecting at this point to get back together, but I think you're more maybe expecting an apology. You want something. You want to kind of be, I feel that avenged is the wrong word for this. That's not the right word, right? But you want some closure. That's the word. You want to feel some closure around the situation, because I feel that it didn't end on a good note. And it feels very much unfinished, even though it is, at least for now. You are in a better place. But there's still a little bit of thoughts happening within you where you're like, maybe I should send that message. What would happen if I did? Like, would the results be different this time, you know? And could my life be better maybe if I did so? Could I have more fun, you know? And yeah, I'm saying no. Right now, no. Not a good place for you to be in. Because this is likely the situation that's been causing all the towers through and through in every single spread that we've done. And now, as I can see it here, it's finally ended. And you are in a better place. But, yeah, didn't end in a peaceful way here. And you're still wanting to reconnect. And I do feel that you still have some romantic feelings towards them. But it's just kind of muddled with all the hurt that was caused by this connection here. And by disconnecting from the connection. So yeah, just be careful with that, because it's still like a little bit in your energy here. Yeah, and then crowning you, 6 of Swords. So again, you walking away, you leaving something behind that's quite a bit turbulent here. And yeah, you're just transitioning out of that into a more peaceful state here. So that's beautiful to see there. That's very inspiring to see there. So good job. You're moving on. And yeah, you're leaving the things behind that weren't there for you all the way and were just causing you confusion and pain here. And now you're finally getting some peace after all this storm here. You're finally being able to at least initiate your healing. We have the star here, but I feel that you're still quite a bit in this energy. So, but this is at least what's necessary in order to just open the door to that healing, rather than being stuck in this trauma, or rather these trauma-driven actions here that you've been going through. And your foundation is death, so not surprised here. Like, it's your own card, actually, because like you know, transformation, and that's in your DNA. It's like over and over, Scorpio, it's just all about like transformation. Your whole blueprint is that. So you already know, and I think you have enough life experience at this point to know that these huge dramatic endings here are always a rebirth for you, and that they're just beginnings in disguise here, and they're gonna like bring some release that's very much necessary for you here. Isn't it wonderful how the Death card is your main card? That's your archetype energy, because it's true. Because that's very much Scorpio. You know, if there's one sign throughout the entire zodiac that can handle this amount of transformation throughout a lifetime, it's you. And that's why we see it over and over, because you just, like, my life theory or my belief system is that we all choose to come down here, right? And that we all go into a place where we get to pick and choose a little bit how we want our configurations to be. And that includes when we're going to get born, where we're going to be born, to which family, right? And that's how we incarnate here. And also because we have a set of karma that we're bringing with us that we need to process throughout our interactions with people here. And so that's why I'm so inspired by Scorpio. I know I always say it, but this is actually the reason, because I feel that you guys are so brave for actually choosing, like, you know, in like a video game where you can choose like the easy mode, you like took the expert mode, right? And you wanted like that to be dealt like the hardest cards. So it's really truly inspiring, especially for a person that's a Virgo. And like my biggest challenges are maybe like, yeah, broken heart, of course, everybody has that, but then organization, like having a clean space to live in, you know, and just being strategic about things. In your case, it's all about the big stuff. Like it's always massive with you guys. So, and usually a little bit brutal, but I think even for you, like, it doesn't even feel that way anymore, in contrast to how another sign would experience the exact same situation, because you're tough, you know, you're hardened by that, because that's the pattern you've been living throughout your life here. So it's an amazing card for Scorpio. It's the perfect card for Scorpio, actually. And then Ten of Pentacles. Let's talk about your recent past. So stability and just like long-term security. So you've been stepping into this place here, and you're very focused on building this thing here that's more lasting, right? So you're committed to this. You're committed to this. So whether it's a new connection, whether it's a new job, a new opportunity for you that is material, a new home, you're doing that. You're invested in that. You have been doing that already, and you have been noticing the results and how maybe it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than what this is. Maybe it's not as passionate, maybe it's not as fun, but it's definitely more secure and more safe, right? And more stable. And yeah, you're more committed to that, which is good. It's a much better place to be in. Definitely. Definitely. And then 3 of Wands in the near future. You're expecting something here. Some expansion energy going on with this one. So there is like a heavy anticipation energy with this card. And it seems to be something that you yourself set in motion here. And could be to do with this too. And it's starting to, like, it's taking shape at this point. It is taking shape here. And this is you just like sort of scanning and just like sensing the opportunities that are actually now starting to arrive to you. So you're getting to experience that. It's not just at the planning stage at this point. Like, you're actually doing this. This is something you've invested in. And now you're getting to see the results. And it seems to be good. It seems to be good. And then suggested approach, 4 of Pentacles. So just hold your boundaries. Just protect the things that matter to you, but don't grip on like super tightly, right? Because it's a very stubborn card. So that you block, right, the flow of new energy coming in. Because security is important, but you have to be open as well. So just don't be too stuck, don't be too stubborn, and but still balance that out with having boundaries if someone is being hurtful to you. But yeah, be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, because I feel that I feel that these two are connected. I feel that this is to do with this here. This is you holding on to this. And it's telling you to loosen your grip, like I said, because it's just not aligned at this point. It's not. And then the star. Finally, the star. Beautiful. So that's the surrounding energy. So healing and hope. It's all around you right now. And the universe is definitely guiding you towards this renewal here and reminding you of your own light, and how it's always there, Scorpio. Like, it's always there. Even when you go through these dark phases in your life and these crises, like, it's always there. It's just that sometimes like you're not really focused on that, and you have to just truly close the chapter down in order to access this. But now it's definitely there. And you're just starting to enter this space here where you can finally rest. And you're in this energy here at 6 of Swords, just moving away from the drama and finally being able to land in some peace and just recover yourself from this turbulence that you've been going through. It feels like literally like turbulent in the energy. It's like being on like a 12-hour flight that just shakes all the way to the destination, and then when the wheels come out, that's when it kind of like slows down. But you've been like sweating and crying and like thinking you're gonna die for the whole flight, and then you're finally like, oh, and then you get to land. That's the energy here. So beautiful to see that. Beautiful to see that. And then we have the 8 of Cups here. So again, you're walking away, like you're longing for deeper fulfillment here, but also you're a little bit scared that you're gonna have to leave something behind in order to find that is actually aligned with you here. And it's assuring you that if it's something that it's not, then it's fine, it's fine. And it's an act of self-respect if you move away from that. And if it is aligned to you, it's gonna find you anyways. So it's gonna be there for you. And you're gonna know. But just make sure to do the healing so that you have the maturity and so that your energy is clear and clean enough so that you can actually discern that. But it's all connected here. There's this heavy theme of just moving away, which is very good, Scorpio. Very, very good, especially after this here. Wow, like this is very rock bottom energy here. So, and I guess it was necessary to happen in that way for you to actually step out of that. So I'm very proud of you guys, especially like having been following your journey throughout this year. Wow. Good job, like really good job, seriously, because I was getting like, wow, there's always a tower here somewhere. But now, seems like you learned the lesson. Now you're starting to integrate it. And potential future is justice. So all about karmic alignment here. So there's going to be lots of truth and balance coming in for you this week. And this is just the universe setting things right for you. So it might involve decision, like a decision-making process here. That's going to result in a fair outcome for you. And you're going to start to understand that cause and effect are at work in your favor here. And then at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. So that's the underlying energy of just very fresh passion, right? And lots of inspiration for you guys. So beneath all these closures here and these big, massive shifts, there is this spark that's ready to just open up and ignite a whole new chapter for you here. So to tie it all together, like, you're still very much in your heart here, but I think it's due to a little bit of passion and a little bit of pain that you're still a little bit attached to and kind of maybe addicted to even. And you've closed off the cycle though, so you don't have to even think about going back to that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So just prepare to move forward, because transformation is in your foundation here. And this whole stability here that you've developed in the past recently is going to be what really matters to you, and it's going to teach you lots of things. So take that opportunity, and just make sure to protect your energy without clinging too hard to things. That's going to be key too. And trust that you're healing, and that your soul and your soul's need for depth, is going to bring you forward in life, and it's going to bring you good things. And it's going to feel fair. It's going to feel aligned. It's going to be very balanced. The days ahead of you are going to be feeling brand new, like a new energy is coming in here. And it's going to feel very exciting, and very much like you. You're going to feel at home in it. So very good reading, Scorpio. And that's all I have for you today, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this reading resonated, and if so, please give it a like and let me know in the comments below which part resonated the most with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your weekly energy forecasts. Okay, bye!